Hi, I'm back. This is a really controversial topic, but it's been kind of bothering me for a while. So this is how purity culture is generally ruining online fandom culture. Controversial topic, I guess. Fandom spaces used to be kind of weird. It was for the freaks. It was unhinged. It was chaotic, but it was also creative, welcoming, and open. But lately, it feels like everyone's been walking on eggshells because if you create the wrong thing, air quotes, even if it's tagged properly or hidden behind content warnings, you you're enemy number one. You're public enemy number one. You're a menace to society. You should be doxxed. You should be crucified. Let's start with the basics. Purity culture isn't just a relic of Christian fundamentalism, though yes, it has roots there. It's the idea that certain thoughts, expressions, or desires are inherently bad or dirty, and that people must stay morally pure by avoiding them entirely. And it's bled heavily into fandom. People act like engaging with dark themes in fiction somehow make you a bad person. That if you draw or read something not safe for work or taboo, even if it's fictional, you're irredeemable. They think that you are the devil. But this is the harsh truth that I will have to unfortunately give out to people. Fiction does not equal reality. So, yes, I do agree, and I am aware that fiction does affect reality. But we are going to talk about that later. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, not safe for work content. I do not safe for work art on the side. It's a form of self-expression. It's stylized, it's crafted like any other piece of work. But some people genuinely act like NSFW can't be real art. Because what? There's a naked person in it? It's not. The human body is not a crime. Because you can look at Greek statues or Renaissance paintings or any ancient murals, because nude forms have always been a way to showcase beauty, vulnerability, and humanity. It wasn't until Christianity and the rise of actual purity culture that nudity became quote-unquote dirty. And now people online react to non-sexual nudity with pearl-clutching dramatics. Because, you gotta be serious. Not everything with a naked body is, quote-unquote inappropriate. Fan spaces used to be governed by don't like, don't read. That was the golden rule. You see a fic you don't like, you block, you filter, you just scroll. And there's also this neat thing you can do with your hand on your screen and scrolling it up. You can just do that and you can filter and you create your own experience. But now we've got people treating fanfiction sites like some kind of moral battleground. I saw someone post an incest fanfic on AO3. Okay, so I found a fork in my kitchen. It's AO3, not a church.
This is a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
Because was it tagged? Was it filtered? I'm sure it had the dove do not eat tagged. And well, shock aside, it's not harming you. You chose to go look at the cow, you walked into the barn. If it's really that bad, block, move on, or just scroll. The tools exist for a really good reason. Now this is where it gets really complicated. This is a heavy topic in the big 2025, but some people are new to fandom spaces, so we gotta get this down. I was chronically online as a minor. I know it's to see things that freak you out or challenge what you believe is normal. And yeah, like I said, fiction does affect reality, but not in a one-to-one. It's not like, if you write a villainous ship, you're supporting it IRL kind of way. It's not like that. Proshippers want autonomy. They say, let me write what I want. It's fictional. Anti say, hey, this could normalize problematic stuff and make me uncomfortable. I get both sides, but here's the thing. I don't support either one. I don't need a label. I block what I don't like. People love throwing accusations you're defending Proshippers. Honestly, you decide. I don't care. I do what I want to do, and you do you. Because people are turning fandom into a battlefield instead of a community. Because if someone is exposed to the Proshipper, then they get doxxed, and then it goes into that. But at the end of the day, fandom should be about creativity and expression, and not a church confessional, because you're allowed to find something weird. You're allowed to not like something, but you're not entitled to dictate what others can or cannot consume, especially in fictional spaces where everything is tagged, filtered, and easy to avoid. If you don't like something, you cannot, force it to change, so it could curate around, or so it would cater to your wants. Because if you don't like it, block it. If you're comfortable, curate your own space. That's what I do. I know this was a lot in the big 2025. I can't believe we're actually still talking about this. But depending on what I've seen on my TL or my feed or my For You page, I see it a lot. And I'm like, okay, because I've been in fandom spaces since the day I was born. And I, was once into the whole pro-shipper versus anti-discourse when I was, a little younger. But, I'm an adult. I'm an adult with 2 unpaid jobs. I think I am kind of done with this whole thing. Because because what I've noticed is like, the more you get older, the more you just don't care. Because as long as it doesn't hurt people, because yes, I know there are some things that authors absolutely deserve jail time for. I mean, well, you could just like, not look at it. But those are kind of like my thoughts.